This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by BurningPorcupine.com. BurningPorcupine.com. Okay, I'm outside Keene District Court in New Hampshire, and I was just tried for attempting, yes, and convicted for attempting to videotape in the courtroom lobby a couple months ago. And so what's happened is they sentenced me to a $250 fine, gave me 5 days to pay it, or a couple weeks to pay it, I guess. If by a certain date I haven't paid it, then I have to show up at Westmoreland and go to jail for 6 days, which is actually a sentence I would rather have than community service, because it does make my point a little more loudly, but I didn't want to be responsible for it myself. I didn't want to force them to send me to jail. I guess I wanted to give them the option of putting me out on community service, or whatnot. But they didn't do that. They want me to be as loud as possible, I guess. So anyway, can I interview you, Serene, about what you saw in there? What was Serene is a Free Stater from Keene, is that right?
Yes, I'm from Keene.
Free Staters
from Keene.
Free Staters are people who moved to New Hampshire for more freedom. And is this the first trial that you witnessed here?
This is the first trial I witnessed here.
So what were your impressions in there?
They're lazy, and Judge Burke ran out when you asked him about the guy who died that he had sentenced for traffic tickets. So I found that interesting.
And one thing I should say is not entirely fair on my part. I'm not positive that Burke was the sentencing judge. I mean, I guess he could have corrected me if he wasn't. But it hadn't occurred to me.
Probably was.
Probably, but
I
don't mean to do probably as I meant to only. But it just sort of spur of the moment question. But
it was great to see all the Keeniacs there and the Free Staters there. It was great. And we had cameras in there. We asked for permission, but we had cameras, so you did your job.
Right. The mission sort of appears like the mission's been accomplished, just getting cameras back in the courtroom. That's why I got arrested, was because they had banned cameras in the courtroom for a while. But I did want to mention something else that happened or that was going on. I can't remember what it was now. I want to get a couple shots of the Liberty activists who are gathered here. And yeah, I guess what happened was a young man, actually in his 30s, died at the Cheshire County Jail, the Westmoreland, in Westmoreland, New Hampshire, just recently. And I was concerned that this court may have been the court that sentenced him to death for a traffic violation, or a series of traffic violations. It reminds me of Larry Nivenhow, why had one type stuff. But anyway, that's all I have to report right now. More later. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. If you go to liveproductions.com, well, liveproductions.com was here. Liveproductions.com was here, this young man, and they're going to be uploading their video to freekeene.com. Right. So if you head to freekeene.com, you'll see the video of whatever happened in the courtroom. And I hope, when I said at the end there asking the judge about the death, I hope that didn't seem like grandstanding. I didn't mean to grandstand. It just sort of popped into my mind, and so I said it. But I probably should have said it before sentencing. This way it probably looks like I was holding it until they were less of a threat to me. I don't know. Anyway, you never get it perfect in there. It's Dave Ridley signing off for RidleyReport.com, and my advertisement, BurningPorcupine.com. No, it's BurningPorcupine.com. Something like that. That's going to be a big event in Grafton, New Hampshire in July. I keep forgetting when. I may miss it because I'm failed. July 1st through the 7th?
Yes.
Okay, July 1st through the 7th. Burning Porcupine, the Burning Rodents, and anarchist-friendly gathering out in the backwoods of Grafton, New Hampshire, the freest town in New Hampshire. BurningPorcupine.com.